Good morning and happy Sunday. I just finished a yin yoga practice. I've stretched my muscles and now I'm ready for the week. But I still need to put my makeup on. I've been living here in the tropics now for about 5 weeks, and many women will come up to me and say, I love your makeup. It looks so great. It looks so natural. What is it that you're using and what are you doing? Well, I'm using my own brand, Julie Martin Makeup, and I'm going to show you in some very quick and easy steps how to get a minimal look and look fantastic all day. So I've already put my skincare on this morning. I started with peptide serum, which helps to restore and rebuild my skin. I'm going to be 62 this year, and I want to make sure that I look my best. I also use a moisturizer with an SPF of 30. This is peptide protection, also having those great peptides in there to rebuild my skin and also help to smooth and soften fine lines. I've applied my eye cream, so now I'm ready to go to start with my foundation. Because I can't see very well, I'm going to take off my glasses and I'll keep putting those back on to make sure that I'm blended well. So I'm going to start with a foundation that I call Makeup 3. It's a sheer mineral tint with an SPF of 20. Now you can probably see from the video that my face is quite a bit lighter than my skin tone, which is typical for me in the summertime or if I'm living in the tropics. Because I wear sunscreen, it really helps to protect my skin against damage as well as protecting it from getting too tan. So I'm going to apply a little bit on my finger, and I'm going to go ahead and start underneath the eye area, blending it in, blending it back to the ear, blending it down to the jawline. Take a little bit more. I'm only starting with a small amount. Now, as you can see, I am using my fingers. I don't like to use a brush or a sponge to apply my makeup. I really feel that wastes the product and it also absorbs it. It's just really easy to do with your hands. I did wash my hands before I started this product. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit more, add a little bit more to my fingers, blending it up underneath the eye, and just blending it down to the jawline. If it's the same color as your skin, you stop right at the neck. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit more in the T-zone. And I'm going to put my glasses back on and make sure I'm blended well. Now this would be the point where you could use a foundation brush to do any extra blending if you needed to work it into your pores or into those fine lines. The next thing I'm going to do is put on a translucent powder. Powder helps to set. Powder also helps to take out the shine, as well as keep my foundation looking fresh all day. And it also smooths out those fine lines. A lot of women are afraid that powder will make their skin look older, but it actually makes it look younger. So I'm going to start with a translucent pressed powder that's not going to add any layers to it or any coverage. It's simply going to set or finish your foundation. I'm going to take my powder brush, get the product in the brush, and just blend it all over right where I have that foundation. Now I don't put foundation on my forehead or powder on my forehead because I have pretty heavy bangs. I have very thick hair, so the sun really can't get through that. So I just leave that alone. Now I'm ready to apply some color. I don't put concealer on yet because I really don't know what to conceal until I'm almost finished with the makeover process. Now I've been working a lot with cream shadows. Cream shadows really help to keep my eyeshadow on. I have hooded eyes, and again, I'm 61 and a half, so my eyes are starting to drop. Cream eyeshadow is really easy to apply. That gives me a really soft, minimal look. Cream shadows can be applied with a brush or with your fingers. I'm just going to go ahead and take a medium-sized shadow brush. I'm going to take a soft brown color. Just going to swirl my brush in the product, and I'm going to go ahead and place that along the lower lid, bringing it into the crease, and then I want to blend that up into the orbital bone to get that up and over my crease so it makes my eyes look a little bit more defined. Go ahead and do the other eye. Funny thing about doing videos is the camera is backwards. It's taken me a while to practice this. Now I'm going to apply some eyebrow color. I have launched a new eyebrow balm, and I'm going to use a color that is close to my hair color and my brow color. I'm going to take my brow brush, which is an angled brush with stiffer bristles. I'm going to get that product into my brush, my hair out of the way here, and I'm going to start at the edge and just lightly draw that in. I like brows that, again, are soft and minimal. Some people like brows that are more defined. Again, I just wanted to highlight my eyes and keep it very soft looking. Put a little more color in and do the other side. I've got a scar on this eye, so it's a little bit harder to get them even. Our brows are not perfectly symmetrical. And then you want to look in the mirror to see that you have some balance to it. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my powder and set. Looks pretty even. Now I'm ready for some color. I'm going to take one of my Chiclets out of my 8-pan compact here. Got all my colors set up in here. I like to pop my color out just because I don't want the colors to bleed or blend into the other Chiclets. I'm going to use a color called Peach today. I like warm tones, especially when I have a little bit of a tan, and I like to puff my cheeks up to find the apple of the cheek. I'm just going to blend in a circular motion. I'm getting that color in the brush and just kind of tapping it into my hand so I don't have too much color on my cheeks. Add a little bit more to the other side. Now again, I haven't put too much product on my face. It's still very soft. My skin is see-through. I like to take my powder and just blend that down. Now sometimes to add a little bit more color, I like to take that cheek color, just apply a little bit at the top of my eye here, hitting that bone. Adds just a hit of color, again, without looking too made up. I'm going to apply some mascara now on my upper lashes, but I'm going to avoid the lower lashes because it's so humid here. I don't want to have smudging underneath the eyes. I spend a lot of time outside, so I'm just going to leave those lower lashes clean. I'm going to put my glasses on to double check to make sure that I am blended. Sometimes when my lashes dry, I will take my finger and just kind of push back my lashes to make them stand up a little bit more. I don't use an eyelash curler. Again, it's just too many steps and too much work. Now I'm ready to apply my lip color. I'm going to use a warm tone called Undressed. It is a matte lipstick that will stay on all day. And there you have it, soft and minimal. Be beautiful. And there you have it, soft and minimal with very few steps, but great results. Be beautiful every day. And there you have it, soft and minimal. Be beautiful every day.